Good afternoon. This is a special coverage of the coronavirus crisis using the combined forces of News 5 and Signal TV's One News, Radyo 5 and 1PH. The Interagency Task Force on COVID-19 has inspected the Enduron tent in Taguig. This is one of 4 mega swabbing facilities in Metro Manila. To tell us more, we have Greg Gregorio reporting to us live from Taguig. Greg, kailan daw mag-ooperate ang Enduron tent as mega swabbing facility?
Just hindi pa rin tiyak ng IATF kung kailan nga magsisimulang mag-operate itong Enduron tent sa Taguig. Pero batay sa naging inspeksyon kanina, handa naman na daw itong 54 swab testing booths dito. Kaya raw na itong makapagsagawa ng at least 1,000 swab tests kada araw. Pero ayon sa IATF, kailangan pang ayusin ang sistemang gagamitin ng Armed Forces of the Philippines o AFP para sa pagpapatakbo nitong pasilidad. Ayon kay Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, meron na silang 64 personnel na magsisilbing encoder at barcoders. Manggagaling naman sa DOH ang 400 medical personnel, kabilang dyan ay ang mga medical technologists, laboratory technologists at nurses na mismo magsasagawa ng swab test. Sinabi naman ni Health Secretary Francisco Duque III na nakikipag-ugnayan na ang tanggapan ni Executive Secretary Salvador Mejaldea sa iba pang national government agencies para tumulong sa pagtao sa mga pasilidad gaya nito at pati na rin ang 2 pang mega swabbing facilities na inaasahang magbubukas sa mga susunod na araw. Ito nga ay ang Philippine Arena sa Bulacan at Mall of Asia Arena dito sa Metro Manila. Sinabi naman ni NTF Deputy Chief Implementer Secretary Vince Dizon na pinaplano rin nilang magtayo ng mega facility sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa gaya ng Cebu. Parte raw ito ng pagpapalakas pa ng testing at isolation capacity sa buong bansa. Sa katunayan daw nang galing sa Mindanao noong Sabado si NTF Chief Implementer Secretary Carlito Galvez Jr. Sinabi niyang maaari na daw magsimulang makapagsagawa ng Gene Expert COVID-19 testing ang Zamboanga Medical Center. Matatanda ang target pa ng pamahalaan na umabot sa 30,000 ang testing capacity ng bansa pagdating ng May 30. Sa ngayon, hirap pa ang DOH na ma-meet ang 8,000 tests per day na target. Nitong linggo, umabot lamang sa 5,264 ang naisagawang tests ng mga accredited laboratories. Sinabi rin ni Galvez na 8 na ngayon ang team mula sa RITM na nagsasagawa ng pagsusuri ng higit sa 50 pending laboratories para sa accreditation bilang COVID-19 testing laboratory. Just sinabi naman kanina ni Health Secretary Francisco Duque III na kailangan pa niyang tingnan itong sinasabing pag-aaral na isinagawa ng Los Alamos National Laboratory sa Amerika patungkol sa sinasabing nag-mutate na daw itong SARS-CoV virus na nagdudulot ng COVID cases sa ilang bahagi ng Europe at Amerika. Ayon kay Duque, kung totoo nga ito, ay magiging panibago itong problema sa bansa. Lalo't 2 linggo pa lamang nakakalipas ay nakita na daw ng mga data analytics expert ng bansa na nagsisimula na ang pag-flatten ng curve dito sa pagtugon natin sa COVID-19 pandemic. Jess?
Thank you for those updates. Greg Gregorio reporting live from Taguig. The Manila International Airport Authority or MIAA has released a set of guidelines to assist Philippine airports in transitioning to the so-called new normal. The agency says the guidelines are meant to ensure the safety of passengers and airport staff once travel restrictions are lifted and NAIA resumes operations. Under the guidelines, wearing of face masks and temperature checks are now mandatory. Physical distancing must be observed in all queuing points as much as possible. Contactless security procedures should also be enforced. All NAIA facilities will also undergo regular disinfection. Foot baths are also in place in all entry and exit points for passengers and airport personnel. All passengers are required to fill out health declaration forms and locator forms for contact tracing purposes. A bedridden PWD was forced to go to the city's social welfare office in Imus to get his cash assistance since the office did not allow his wife to collect it on his behalf. In response, the LGU says it is just following protocols. Lynn Olavario tells us more.
Nung asawa ko napunta rito, nagagalit pa kayo. Ngayon, pinapapasok niya asawa ko. Ako nandito. Pera na namin. Na ano di pa? Bakit? The 16 pa yan eh!
This video shows a bedridden Roy Moral in the city's Social Welfare and Development Office in Imus, Cavite on April 25. He was there with his wife and relatives to claim his cash aid from the government's Social Amelioration Program. The 42-year-old former high school teacher suffers from ankylosing spondylitis, an inflammatory disease causing some of the small bones in the spine to fuse. He is also experiencing venous stasis ulcer, a complication of his condition where he has wound on his leg that doesn't heal. These conditions bring Roy terrible pain from head to foot. Roy was told that his cash aid will be delivered to his home. But he can't wait any longer because he immediately needs the money for his medicines. Since Roy can't come there, his wife tried to claim his payout on his behalf 4 times. However, she was told that Roy should be the one getting the money.
Sabi sa akin, ikaw ba si Roy Moral? Ko, hindi po, asawa ko po to. Sabi, ay ko may authorization po ako. Sabi, hindi pwede. Habing ganun, dapat siya mismo personal. Sabing ganoon.
Roy had no choice but to go there personally, despite the challenges he experiences as a PWD. When he arrived, he received 6,500 pesos of cash right away. However, Roy said that the CSWD staff made it look like he was too eager to get his aid.
Kakasama pa rin po ng loob, ma'am. Yung papalabasin po ako na hindi raw ako makapaghintay. Ma'am, 2 weeks na po akong naghintay.
CSWD Officer Hermana Revilla explains that based on the instructions of DSWD Region 4A, representatives are not allowed to collect cash aid. Instead, they're only allowed to do house-to-house delivery of the cash assistance. Roy was initially scheduled to receive his payout between April 16 to 23, but was moved between April 25 and 26 due to the huge backlog of house-to-house deliveries. And on the day that Roy went to the office, the person in charge of visiting his house can't leave the office as the person had to attend to walk-ins. CSWD also appealed for understanding. So far, the CSWD has only helped 53%, or a little over half of more than 57,000 beneficiaries. Revilla also explained that they can only do 50 house-to-house deliveries a day on an average.
Sa lahat ng mga vulnerable sector natin, lalong-lalo na yung mga PWD and senior citizen, ay hindi po namin intensyon na baliwalain sila at hindi po namin ninineglect sila. Alam po namin na priority sila, pero po hindi rin naman kasi namin kayang lahat sila harapin. Kaya po, ini-schedule po natin.
Imus CSWD said they will try their best to meet tomorrow's deadline for the SAP distribution. Sought for comment, the Department of Social Welfare and Development says it does not encourage PWDs and others belonging to the vulnerable sector amid the pandemic to personally claim their cash aid. Hence, the department is appealing to LGUs to make the necessary adjustments.
So, ina-encourage niyo po na authorized representative din ang kumuha for them?
Yes, a healthy and able-bodied member of the household be allowed to receive yung subsidy in their behalf para hindi na lumabas yung ating mga senior citizens at mga PWDs.
For News 5, Lynn Olivario, we are One News.
We'll pause for a short break. Our special coverage on the COVID-19 pandemic will be right back. Welcome back. You are still watching the special coverage of the coronavirus crisis using the combined forces of News 5 and Signal TV's One News, Radio 5 and 1PH. Law enforcers from the Eastern Police District and the Marikina PNP underwent swab testing at the city's local testing laboratory. This is in preparation for their turnover of duty to the next batch of policemen to be deployed. Reporting live from Marikina, we have News 5's JC Cosico. JC, ilang pulis ang isinalang sa swab testing?
Yes, Jess, alam mo, 50 na polis nga mula nga sa Marikina PNP at Eastern Police District ang sinwab test dito nga sa Marikina ngayong araw. I-explain ko lamang, no, kasi shifting yung system of deployment nga ng mga polis doon sa mga quarantine control points. Ibig sabihin ay sila'y naka-duty ng 2 weeks straight bago nga sila makauwi sa kanilang mga pamilya. So, importante nga na sila'y matest para dito sa COVID-19. Lumapit daw ang EPD kay Marikina Mayor Teodoro para matest nga ang mga polis na frontliners din sa laban kontra COVID-19. Libre nga ang testing na in-administer ng mga nurses ng Marikina Police at medtechs ng NCRPO. Ang mga samples ipoproseso naman sa Marikina Testing Laboratory na binigyan ng DOH na license to operate noong 1 linggo. Inasa na malalabas ang resulta ng RT-PCR test ng mga swab samples sa loob ng 24 oras. Habang hinihintay naman ang resulta, ay ika-quarantine ang mga pulis. In-inspection din ni NCRPO Chief De Bolsinas ang testing center ng Marikina. Hiningi rin niya yung template nito dahil nais raw ng PNP na magkaroon ng sariling testing center. Anya, ang mga polis ay nadedestino sa iba-ibang lugar kada duty at di nakakasiguro na kung hindi ba sila nahawa o wala silang mahawaan. Bukod nga sa mga polis ay tineste rin itong si NCRPO Chief De Bolsinas na unang nagnegatibo sa COVID-19. Ayon naman kay Mayor Teodoro ay importanteng matest ang mga frontliners. Narito nga ang kanyang pahayag.
Kailangan yung results para sa frontliners, mabilis natin silang mailabas. At bahagi rin ito ng pangangalaga para sa kanila. Gusto rin natin, dahil mahabang panahon may exposure sila, maibigay din natin agad yung kinakailangan nilang supportive medical treatment.
Jess, alam mo, meron pang 100 polis mula nga sa Eastern Police District yung nakatakdang isilalim din sa swab test. Ito nga yung oras na malaman na sila ay positive nga sa COVID-19 ay sila nga dadalhin sa ospital para magamot at ma-isolate. Jess?
Maraming salamat. That was JC Cosico reporting live from Marikina. Davao Region has reported 12 new cases of COVID-19, including 2 infants. This brings the total COVID-19 tally in the region to 154, a big portion of which were reported in Davao City. Casualties due to the virus have reached 21, while at least 80 persons have recovered from the disease. Press associations and the Commission on Human Rights condemn the shutdown order against ABS-CBN, whose role they say is needed now more than ever amid the ongoing pandemic. The Kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas says the NTC's move could not have come at a worse possible time. The group insists that apart from providing news, the network viewers relief from the mental and emotional pressures of the ongoing lockdown due to the virus outbreak. The Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines, or FOCAP, calls the move a clear case of political harassment. FOCAP emphasized that the case order also affects thousands of Filipinos employed by the network. The Commission on Human Rights insists that the shutdown order sends a chilling effect on free press. The Commission reiterated that political whims should not dictate the fate of ABS or any media network for that matter. That's the latest on the enhanced and expanded community quarantine. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.